bring you some basketball action. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside.
And there's always a little bit of animosity when these teams get together. But that is why it's a great rivalry.
Yeah, it's a game both teams get up for, regardless of recent records.
Allen can't get it to go. Right side Green. Down low. Here's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Well, for Turner, it looks so easy sometimes. His length and athleticism put the rim well within reach.
Chalk up two there. There's nothing like the intensity of coming down to the wire when both teams are fighting for playoff position, Grant.
Well, you know, B.A., for these teams, what you did before doesn't matter. You have to give everything in this game. It's essentially a bunch of one-game seasons from here to the finish line.
Nice shot by Harden.
And just taking what the defense gives him, it's good to see Harden knock down the mid-range jumper.
And here's Green from the arc. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Lets it fly. And there are the Cavaliers with another bucket.
Everyone knows Harden is a talented passer. He can really rack up those assists.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner. Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the game. Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Over Green. Mitchell misses.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Turner for three. Knocks down the triple. Turner's got five.
Well, you want to talk about being assertive? Turner was thinking shoot as soon as that pass was coming. Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Now here's Harden. Back to Allen. On the wing, Mitchell. From outside, off the mark.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Antetokoumpo for three. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Here's Harden, bearing his second of three attempts.
Oh, a silky floater by Harden, making a tough shot look almost effortless.
Here's Antetokoumpo. Here's Turner. And Antetokoumpo, here we go. And he banks in the layup. 9 points in the game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
The three from Mitchell. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Antetokoumpo, that's good.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
Antetokoumpo. Turner for three. Cavaliers trail by 4. Mitchell with the ball. Green picks him up. And it's Mitchell. The miss. From outside the arc. And Green good for 3. Green's got his second basket of the night.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
Well, even though they're struggling, his solo efforts on offense have really been something.
Here's Porter. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Cleveland, trailing by 5. This game against Milwaukee here, it's their first meeting of the season.
For a team with their talent, it's a bit surprising how poorly they played in this matchup last year.
Pass to Porter, and Milwaukee tacks on 2 more.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Giannis Antetokoumpo has been on. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Well, you see just how threatening Turner is. Any shot that comes within reach of him is in danger.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Brian, back to you.
Leveraging that tall timber. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
Well, there's a handful of players in this league who help your team in every way. Giannis is one of them. Offense, defense, rebounding, leadership, everything. He's a coach's dream.
Count that one.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
One of the most dominant scorers in the game today. Antetokoumpo takes pride in putting the offense on his shoulders.
Here's Harden. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
That could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. Porter with the steal. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
First personal foul.
Well, Antetokoumpo is such a tough cover. Just dares the defense to foul him.
Dan, when you talk about Giannis Antetokoumpo, would you say he's one of the most unguardable players ever?
Well, BA's certainly got to be in the conversation. Besides maybe Wemby, we haven't seen anyone like Giannis when it comes to length and those long strides especially. Plus, he has that strength, too.
He drops it from range. Porter's got 5.
And shots like this help Porter Jr. get into a rhythm. Connecting off the catch only helps his confidence.
Here's Antetokoumpo. Bully ball in the paint from Giannis.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
The Cavaliers trail by 14. Here's Mitchell to halt the run. Oh, and Turner with a block.
Well, you got to be aware of Turner at all times. When he's nearby, he's more than capable of blocking the shot.
Evan Mobley.
It's good.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Kicks it out to Antetokoumpo. And the ball out of play. The Cavaliers will have it. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. The 3 is up. Oh, Mitchell hits a rainmaker.
In the gym range for Mitchell. He is not bashful.
Pass to Turner. Shoots it from the corner. And too long on the shot. Cavaliers trail by 9. From 15 feet away. Again, the miss by Mitchell.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
What a make! Giannis for 3!
Well, if you followed Giannis's career, you know how much work he's put into extending his run.
And it's Mitchell, the miss.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Here's Antetokoumpo. Yep, that one's good. Antetokoumpo has got 25 points in the game.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
Second chance shot. Good D by Mobley. The 3 from Mitchell. He can't hit that time.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
The speedy transition play by Porter, getting there to put the finishing touches on the fast break.
Pass to Turner. And a great assist by Antetokoumpo. And that one goes in.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
From deep, Strus. The rebound by Turner.
And they are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks out in front by 19 going into the break. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be back in a moment. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
The Bucks leading by 21. On the wing, Harden. Back to Mitchell. From behind the arc. Knocks down the long J. Mitchell's got 13.
A volume shooter at the arc. Mitchell will rarely hesitate to take that.
Pass to Rollins. Trent from long range. They get it back. Nance for 3. On target from range. Nance has got 5 points now in the quarter.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
So far, he's made all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. And he makes the first.
Such a versatile guard. James Harden is a triple-double threat every single night.
Here's Milwaukee. And when it comes to rebounding on a per-minute basis, Bobby Portis is one of the best, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, he takes pride in that part of the game. Really active, aggressive. The team feeds off his energy.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Cavaliers want Evan Mobley to rip and run. Coach Kenny Atkinson said, with him pushing it in transition, he's just scratching the surface. You see him handle the ball sometimes, and you're like, man, this guy is a point guard. Back to you.
A tremendous skill level. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie.
And one of the most prolific offensive players of his era, James Harden. The Beards led the league in assists and scoring, and very few guys can say that.
Shot clock at 6. Nance for 3. Mobley with the block.
Yeah, nice timing on the rejection. Mobley showing you how incredible defensively he can be.
Listen, it's a team sport, but without him, this deficit would be a lot bigger.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Launches it. Nance pulls down the board.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Here's Harden. There's the drive. And Harden with the slam.
And, you can't underestimate Harden's ability to blow by defenders. It opens things up for him on the offensive side.
Nance. Mobley grabs the board. This Cavs squad is struggling.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mobley's got his second basket on the night.
Yeah, sometimes contact is coming, and Mobley did a nice job making sure he got the bucket.
To the inside. And Mobley throws it down.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And here's Milwaukee now. Pulls it. And another miss by Milwaukee.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
We've become accustomed to these kind of moves from Mitchell. He's got that ball on a string.
Kuzma for three. Counted from distance. Kuzma's got 6 points.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Whoa, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too. The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
On the wing, Kuzma. Trent right side. This one for three. Here's Portis. Back to Kuzma. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Harden fires away from outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And Harden loves flashing his range. And at times like right there, it seems limitless.
Pass to Portis. Lets it go from the wing. The shot won't fall. And so it's Milwaukee going into the break up 12. They hold.
Milwaukee, 63.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Harden's got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. A 12-point game.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Porter gets the bucket.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
Oh, and Turner with a block. And he's able to get it back to the middle. Second chance effort. And it's Mitchell laying it in. Mitchell's got 19 points.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him. Will something change for him at halftime? He's been more solid on the offensive end.
Turner. Outside for Green. Over Mitchell. And it's Green missing. The Cavaliers trail by 10. And so he draws the foul, heading to the line to shoot a pair.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter. Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let them get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Green for three. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Bucks lead by 11.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Nice shot by Harden. Harden's got 28 points for the game.
I love it. When Harden shoots, he commits. A little contact isn't going to upset his mechanics.
Pass to Antetokoumpo. Outside for Porter. The three. Goes back up. Here's Jang. Antetokoumpo, left side. Clock is at 3. Here's Green. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
Just a selfless play by Giannis. He knows all eyes are on him, so he dishes to a ready shooter.
Mitchell, good.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Yes, it's good.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Green. Good. And Antetokoumpo gets the assist.
And showing the point guard instincts there. Boy, Giannis can make it look easy.
And it's Mitchell. The miss.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Got it.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Mitchell with room to shoot. Cleveland the rebound. Inside. And stolen by Antetokoumpo.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Bucks.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And they're getting ready to notch their 33rd win of the year. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Giannis Antetokoumpo.
And I love how active he was on the glass. Not afraid to get physical and do whatever he could do to grab boards.
Offensive rebound. Here's Allen.
A ferocious shot blocker. Turner provides a sense of security to the rest of his teammates. Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And here is Antetokoumpo. And the foul called on Evan Mobley. That'll be a second foul of the game. Antetokoumpo outside. Drills it from deep. Antetokoumpo has got 34 points.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.